Hi everyone, it's Suzanne here. Just wanted to share with you quickly some things I've been making with some glassine that I got from the pages from some very old photo albums. So quite some time ago I watched a video of a gentleman making photo albums, and he was explaining that he lays these pages of glassine between each sheet to protect the photograph. So at the Lifeline Book Fest, I purchased a couple of old albums and took the pages out of these albums in the hope that, it was glassine and that I'd be able to use it. So it doesn't, the pages that I took out didn't really look like the glassine bags that you can get until just the past couple of days. I went to another couple of op shops, and I just want to show you what I found. So I found this very old album, but if you can see that, it actually says a dry mount album and 60 pages, 30 sheets, glassine interleaves to protect the photos. So I popped, so you can see it's really old, but I just wanted to show you these pages. So this, that's really hard to see, it just looks white. So that is the glassine that is in these albums. Okay, so the couple that I picked up at the Lifeline Book Fest look exactly like that. But it is in fact glassine. It's just different to what we expect it to look like. But this one, I picked this one up at a different op shop for $1, and it has, so this, exactly what we would expect to see when we think of glassine. Okay, so although it's this one has a bit of texture, you can see the lines through it. It is, oh gosh, now I can't get it out. It is in fact still glassine. It's just a bit different. But it is a really great source of picking some up, because in Australia it's really quite hard to get any. I picked this one up as well. It's the same thing, so it's got that more textured. Okay, but if you can find these old albums, it is a great source of glassine. I just wanted to show you, I've done a few experiments with it just to see what would happen. So this one, this is that textured one. I'm not sure if you can see that, but this one, I'm sorry about my voice, I've been really sick and just starting to get over it. My school holidays are nearly over and I've been sick the entire time, but enough whinging. This one is just a piece of the glassine, and it's a napkin or serviette, and I've just put that on with half and half Mod Podge PVA glue with a bit of water, and that has turned out just so strong. It's really strong. It feels like a piece of plastic. Okay. doesn't have that crunchy anymore. Not like Glassine usually does, but it's really, really strong. Okay, this one on the other hand is still lovely and crunchy, and this has been put on just with YooHoo, and then over the top I've been mixing the YooHoo with some water and going over the top and then drying it, and it kind of, you can't even feel, like you can't scratch up the edge of that. When you do that, it like melts into the glassine kind of thing. It's hard to explain, but you cannot feel that edge of that on there. And here I've just made an envelope, and I've put a bit of the glassine. So before I made the envelope, obviously, I cut out this part and put a glassine bit in there and stuff like that. I'll just show you some other bits I've been playing with as well. So this is, so I've made the envelope out of the glassine. This has been put on with YooHoo, and then with water and YooHoo over the top of it. I just use a watercolour pen and go over it. But it just works so beautiful, and it still sounds awesome. This one is completely covered in it, and it sounds so good, and you can crunch it up, and it really does nothing to it. It's amazing. I love it. So cool. That's another one. So I sent one like this to Sonia with some fussy cutting in it, and that's again put on with the YooHoo mixed with water. Another one of them. Oh, I think I made that. Yeah, that was to go in here. So I also tried, I made some little envelopes, and I tried out, I had some really old rub-ons, and I thought, because it works really good. I wasn't sure it would because it's so shiny. And there's another one there. And I've been making some little, like little pretend slides with some images that I've cut out. I've been making some little envelopes and tiny tags. There's another one. Some cute little tags in it. Another one. So I'm wanting to make 3 little albums because I got the one of the most recent Eileen Hull dies that makes the makes a little journal. Oops. Here's the beginnings of it. So that's the cover, and I made these. I'm going to go inside it when I get around to it. Bit bigger ones there. And there's another little envelope just with the heart cut out and some of the glassine in there. I made these little pockets and been making these. When I get around to actually making some junk journals, I'm going to have lots and lots of stuff to put in them. This one's just been fussy cut and glued on the glassine. Some more. these as well. So I haven't been doing too much because I've just been too unwell, but I have done lots of fussy cutting. It's another little pocket, little journal card, and some, I've just made my own kind of postcard kind of thing. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to. I'll just really quickly show you what I mean about using the yoohoo stick. So to put it on the glassine, I just, yuck, that is way much. So just, where's my piece of plastic that I use? Can't see it. Anyway, it's not really necessary, but usually I use a piece of cling wrap to flatten out my napkins. It takes all the creases out. But I just wanted to show you how good this works. So just use these 3 butterflies. Oh, that was a disaster. And then I just mix up a bit of yoohoo and a bit of water, and I just use, I need some more water in there. And I just go over the top, and you can see how it kind of just melts into the glassine. And once it's dry, not sticky, and like I said, you cannot kind of feel those edges at all. They like melt into the glassine, which is really, really cool. So I'll dry them really quickly with my heat gun. Just show you what I mean. So this is, my heat gun is indeed out of the hardware store, but it is amazing because I can turn the heat up and down on it, and I can put it on high or low. So this is on low, on a fairly low heat as well, because I don't want to catch fire, but it works so much better than, so I had 3 or 4 of those ones that they sell in the scrapbook stores, and they never lasted any time at all. So it goes a bit wrinkly, and all I do is on the back kind of go over it like that. Oh, I'm not even in frame. So I just kind of go over it a bit like so. Same on this side. Flattens it all out. And there you go. And again, you cannot, you cannot feel where it is on the glassine. Okay, so I hope that that's of this, helps somebody. If you can get your hands on some of those old albums, so I probably found 6 in a few months, and I've probably collected up maybe 250 pieces of the glassine in that time, and that was only from going to the book fest, but most of it just comes from op shops. And I mean, people just don't use those albums anymore, but yeah, they've got great glassine in them. Okay, thanks so much for having a look. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.